Let's make another randomly generated piece of jewelry. Today's numbers are drawer 6, impression die 15.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Here is the die we've chosen. This is a design that was originally carved in Pforzheim, Germany, and I think it'll make a gorgeous pair of earrings. The first thing I do is I head over to my hydraulic press and use a small piece of urethane, which is that red piece that you see there, to form the metal down into the die. I press it a few times until I get all the detail. I'm going to set a pearl in the center here, so I've covered the surface on the inside with a permanent marker and then lightly scratched through the approximate shape of the setting I'm going to make. Then I drill a hole and use my jeweler's saw to carefully cut out this entire interior section of what will become the earring. Now, to get rid of all of the saw marks on the inner shape, I'm using a file. It's a very small file. It's called an escapement needle file. And I am just removing all of the excess material. Once the inside's done, I use that same jeweler's saw to saw around the outside of the earring drop. I clean up all the edges, and then I solder a small peg to the center of that pad section in the inner area of the earring. This is where I will set the pearl. And of course, I always make my own ear wires, so I'm using a pair of pliers and making just a standard fish hook style ear wire. Here are the finished earrings. I think they are so sweet. I chose to use a pearl that's sort of this soft peachy color. The person whose comment I chose mentioned that the numbers were their granddaughter's birthday. And so I chose to use a pearl because that is one of the birthstones for June. And as always, I sign the back of the piece and include the metal quality mark. One thing I really like about these earrings is that they seem to be timeless to me. They could fit in with like the Art Deco movement, arts and crafts movement, but they also really look like they could come from any time and will be fashionable in any time period. I think they're just a really versatile, clean design. If you want to play along with the randomly generated jewelry series, I need you to leave me 2 numbers in the comments. Number 1 through 8, that will determine which drawer I'll pick, and a number 1 through 85, and that will determine which die from that drawer I'll choose. Thank you to everyone who's playing along, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.